I saw this thing from Elon Musk and it really resonated with me. I sent it to some of my leaders and it was, is your job fun? Or something like that. He was asked the question. Not that I'm comparing myself to Elon Musk in any way. But his answer resonated with me because what he said was, it's not fun because when you're the owner of the business, you don't worry about what's going well. You worry about what's not going well. And so my job every day is really to focus on areas that I think we need improvement, which are a lot of areas. And areas that I need to focus on are the areas that we need to get better at in a variety of ways, whether it be operationally, sales, workflows and process is important too, like making sure that the connectivity points are right. So onboarding as an example, that's a process. We need to make sure that the onboarding process is so complete to where it's like click, 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 training, 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 complete, 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 done with training, good, now you get funneled here. And so every year we try to get better in optimizing what we're doing. And so what I'm learning as we get bigger and as I grow as a leader is that legacy is always changing. What once was and worked then does not work now. And the hard part of that is that when you're smaller, it's easier to make change. Because a lot of those changes aren't too difficult because you don't got a lot of people you're gonna make those changes with. As the ship grows, it's harder to turn the ship. And things take time. And I still think we move quickly and swiftly, but I also noticed from years ago to where we are now, like the prioritization of projects are something that you have to be really cognizant of because you can't pull things from people that are working on things that are taking higher priority than what you may be thinking is next. So you're just adjusting and I have trouble with that because I like to go and I want to go now and we should do it now. And what I'm learning is I have to be more patient with getting things to the finish line before dumping more on people's plate. So I think that's part of evolution as a business owner. You know, between both companies, we now have 2,400 total agents. With that, along with our staff, we probably have another 60 employees. And so you have roughly 2,500 people now that in some way, shape, or form, you're impacting or influencing. I try to focus on where my time's best spent. And it's always best spent when it comes to driving revenue and driving business and expanding the business. Expanding the business is recruiting great team leaders and agents into the enterprise. And the revenue side is expanding partnerships in growing current and adding new partners. So those two things is where I really try to, and then of course I got to focus on the financials and legal, and I always got to poke my nose into that stuff and know what's going on. But those are the two main focal points for me, is growth of the business and growth of coverage. Do I feel like I have to be as involved? Yeah, I want to too, because I think especially from the business development side of our partnerships as well as the agent side, agents want to know that the owner of the company is invested in their success. And also from my partnerships, they all need to know that whether or not they meet with me every week, I'm still here and I'm active and your partnership is important. And some of them I have a closer relationship than others, but most of them I'm actually really tight with. And I've had them for years, years. I enjoy that piece. I enjoy those two pieces. The stuff I don't like, the stuff I don't enjoy legal. Always with attorneys, always. It's part of growth. Fixing the problems, like going back to what Musk said, is you're always fixing problems. So you find yourself in problems every day. That's not fun. It's like being in a bad relationship every day. It's not fun. You get your wins, and the wins are good. Like when you get a new partner, or you get the go-ahead that you're expanding, or you bring on a nice, good-sized team somewhere. Like those are wins. That's what we put the effort in for. But a lot of the day is dealing with situational things that you got to fix. I certainly have a lot of time in my day where I'm doing things that I necessarily don't enjoy. But I thought about this because what keeps moving you? What keeps pushing you forward? And I think it's just flat out, I want to win. And I don't quite know how to define what winning means, because that should be the follow-up question. Tell me what winning means. Winning just means getting up every single day and working as hard as you can. For me, winning now is making sure that my family never has to worry about anything financially ever again in their life. Not to be spoiled, but to have things that either I didn't have, or to know that my kids can go to the best schools, that they have a safe environment at home, that they live in a great community, in a nice, safe community, making sure that my wife can make sure that she can be a stay-at-home mom and take care of the home. If you asked me 10 years ago, my answer would have been totally different. But, you know, when you come home and you see your daughter that's 2 years old, and, you know, every day she's on your screensaver, like, that is really what motivates me now, is to be able to take care of other people. I also like to be able to take care of my other family when I can, and how to do that through experiences. You know, I took my family to Hawaii for the summer and did that. You know, I was able to, you know, pay off my parents' home for them. I was able to buy my sister's home for her. And experiences with my children too, to make sure that they can experience things that become core memories. You know, like being able to take my son courtside to the Suns. He'll remember those things. He'll remember that Devin Booker went up to him and was talking to him, or, you know, we were at the game, and I happen to know the owner of the Suns, Matt Ishbia. You know, he went up to Asher, and it was Asher's birthday, and Matt gave him a $100 gift card to go to the gift shop. Like, you'll remember those things, you know? So it's nice to be able to have the connections, and it's nice to be able to take care of family in those ways. I don't look at anything for myself anymore. I don't need anything. I'm fine. But that's what pushes me, is I just want to keep getting better. I just want to keep getting better, that's all.